Hello and welcome to episode 22 of our Manor Lords Let's Play. Last episode we took a new region, so we conquered Selbitz far too easily, and right now I think I'm figuring out just why that is. We currently have Hildebolt with his army coming in as we're trying to claim Hofstetten. That's this region in the corner here. But the battlefield is actually kind of in this area across three different regions. So we're currently out in the open, but the reason we're all the way back here is that he also has reinforcements coming in from this direction. So quite large number of reinforcements there. And we are stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. But given the distance, we are significantly closer here. We can absolutely take this battle first. So I think we will move in this direction. I think we need to find a good spot here. Let's see what he's got. So he doesn't have... he has his retinue back. He has full stacks, and he also has brigands. So he has big groups. We have slightly smaller groups. But I think we can... I think ideally we need our archers. We kind of want to bring him out. Let's see if we can just have a little look at the battlefield here. So you can see our men prepared. The other army is coming from that direction, so sort of facing downhill. I think that's going to be fine. But as our army moves just past this wood line here, their army is going to be coming through here. And we don't really want to be fighting uphill, but we do want our archers to have a good shot at them. So let's exit out of that. Let's have a look. So they're going to be coming through these woods. I think... You know what? I think we're going to divide our army up into two. Let's get those guys moving forward. And then we'll spread these guys just behind these trees. And we'll have those guys slightly spread in front. The reason I'm going to do this is because we want our archers to be able to shoot across. And if our troops are in the way and we don't want to allow friendly fire, then we need to be very careful that we're not shooting our own troops. So they have 5 different... I never really worry about brigands. They go down very quickly. I think with the light mercenaries, that's also fine. It's mostly the retinue that I'm concerned about. And both of our mercenaries are these archer groups. So I don't mind sacrificing those a little bit. It looks like he's not currently moving. And his other army isn't moving yet either. Maybe he's just waiting a little bit. I'm just going to wait this out here until he comes for me. And put my archers slightly... Let's have them slightly in front. Have those guys spread behind. And then we can have our retinues off to the side as well. So he's not moving. He's playing the patience game. I'm going to be fine. I'm happy to wait for this to roll over. I think it's going to be worth the money. One interesting thing actually is that because we did get rid of the other mercenaries, the flock of crazy geese, he's clearly now recruited them. So that has backfired on us definitely. But I think we've still got the manpower for this. We just have to wait it out. He's a bit scared. You know, this is the battlefield. I'm waiting on the battlefield for him. But he doesn't want to be moving at the moment. And maybe we just take the fight to him in the woods. So let's start threatening him. So now he's moving. Clearly, he didn't want to So just want to be, you can't really see it, but I just want to be sure that our archers will be hitting their troops when they come in. We're going to move in 2 different groups here. And what we're going to do is, as soon as we have the archers in range, we're going to start shooting, and then we'll have the troops move in front of them to back them up. So these are now in range, I believe, so they can start firing upon them. And we'll have these guys, missile alert, moving in front of those. And we'll definitely get these guys in. We'll move those guys over there to flank, to stop this brigand flank. And we'll have those guys moving in. I think we'll also push forward. I think we'll have these groups push towards the archers as well. And those guys can engage there. And I think we can have our archers doing a little bit of cross work here. They could probably reach that retinue, I think. So we've got our retinue slowly pushing forward towards their archers. I'm going to keep that. I think the main thing is we want to break. We want to break their retinue. That's the main thing. So we've scared their archers off. Their retinue's close to breaking, and then we can move our troops across. I think we can move these archers back, have them firing on this group, and then we'll convene in the middle where these guys are fighting right now. So we've broken them on the right-hand side. And I think we can just chase down their archers actually here. Let's chase them down. It's quite frustrating when they just run off. I think we'll leave these 2 archer groups over here on this hill to defend. I think we can engage those guys there. Obviously not the best, but I think once we engage them and we have their attention, they're not going to leave. And look at them slamming in, and they're gone so quickly. And that's it. That is Hofstetten. That is our region now. And we just got to get these boys home. So we have claimed our 5th region now. 2 in quick succession. I'm very pleased with that. I don't know how quickly we're going to be able to hold this. But we also have to deal with these brigands. So these are effectively now... I think they actually might just be walking off, you know. Because the battle's actually over. It looks like they're retreating now. Yep, I think they're off. I think they're leaving. And we can get rid of these guys. We don't need those guys anymore. And we just need these guys to slowly come home. So let's get all of our Immenroith guys back to their home region. And then Nuslua is pretty much everyone else. And then those guys in Fadbrand. And then we can disband. And then now, yeah, so back to more peaceful times. We're almost ready to be harvesting. I think actually we will force an early harvest here. 2 oxen there. Although I don't think we really need oxen for harvesting. But I'm just going to keep them on there because they're not being used anyway. And yeah, we're doing pretty good for logs. So I'll leave that and I'll get another person on there. And I think if I can do even more than that. So actually, our berries are completely gone. Our mining pit is completely empty as well. And I think maybe we can repurpose that. So mining pit is for iron ore as well. So we can't move it. So I think let's demolish it. And we've got a bunch more people that we can put on here to do all this farming. Where's that at? 93%. 100%. So let's get those guys harvesting that. And over here, where we have a lot more fields to deal with, we are at 96%. Obviously it's gonna vary. We're not fully in to harvest season yet, but if we can start as soon as we hit 100% growth, that's always useful. I think we just need to let that go along a little bit more. I just honestly love how this game looks. Like when you really sort of zoom in, you know, at normal speed. These nice sort of country, old village. It's really great. So we'll keep the farming going. We still don't have another... I don't think that's ever coming back. I think once you get rid of your wild animals deposit, it's gone. So that's why I want to be very cautious with that one. We're doing very good for food and fuel over here. Those guys are farming that. So actually, as soon as that gets taken back, we're going to want someone in the windmill. Have that ready to rock. And how is this region doing? So, disband them. Can't disband any of these guys yet. They're not in their home regions just yet. And how are we doing? We've still got so much on that mine deposit. That's pretty crazy. I think... So this is Selbits is showing us now. Our wild animal camp, significant. No storage space left for the weaver's workshop. So maybe we need another family on the granary there. Although I think actually the granary... I think the weaver's workshop is that's going to be the storehouse, isn't it? So that's almost full. We may need some additional storage. So we have one storehouse there. I think I'll wait until that becomes a problem. Never the best approach, but it is what it is. So this is already being harvested, it seems. So 93%. Still need a little bit more on those. Well, that one's 100, so we can force an early harvest here. And I will... So I think September is supposed to be apple season. Oh, yep, this guy's going around collecting some apples. Don't see any on the trees, but apparently there are some to be had. Transporting apples. Nice. And we wanted to free up some families, ideally. So I think we'll take a couple off the apiary. I mean, hunting camps basically pointless now. Don't have anyone on the bloomery, clay furnace. That's all been made into roof tiles. So I think I'll stop that just for now. And let's get these additional people on these farms. Just have those ready and raring to go. because we want to make sure that we make the most of the ploughing season as well. So we can harvest that. Yeah, I think we probably want even more people if possible. Oh, we're ooh, lack of entertainment, taxing. They're not happy about that either. Jeez, what are they happy about? Look at that supply, it's great. Okay, that's quite a lot of people there. I think that should be enough. And how are we doing with... Oh, so all of these guys... We can disband them. These guys we can disband. And they're almost in. Come on, guys. Cross the line. And... Where are they from? Manor Lords. Yeah, they should be good. Yeah, and they're good. So I think that's all of our units off the map. We haven't settled these regions yet, but I think I'm just going to focus on the farming side for now. So we have lots of rye. Going to get this person in the windmill ready. And I think we're okay for the logging camp. Forester's hut. I'll change that area so maybe they can sort of work further back. And I'll have someone else in the windmill. I don't know if we need to wait for rye to become grain or whatever it is. We'll have to keep an eye on that, how that plays out. And we did make a tailor's here, I think. Did we not? Or was that in Waldbrand? I think that was in... sorry, in Nusslohr, I think. I think let's build some more houses here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with having some shorter gardens. But making sure so it's good to have the actually, what's the point of another farmhouse if we're not using it? There we go. So that should be a nice spread now. Our annual royal tax has actually gone down. I think that's because of sort of our average population across all areas. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that. One thing I probably should have looked at for, you know, which land to take. What's the sort of fertility like? You know, what's a good farming region? I think right now, this one is definitely the best farming region that I can see, and that one is also pretty good. I think actually all the ones that all these three are very good farming regions, so I can definitely expand out a lot more farming here. I'm actually going to build some more houses. I think I'm going to build some, maybe not on this hill. Maybe... Oh. Maybe over here is good. Sort of near to everything. And does that give... Yeah. I think that's good. Oh, some real thunder and lightning going on right now. Unassigned families. Yeah, that's okay. So we've got nobody working that large storehouse at the moment, but we're definitely focused on farming and having people in our granaries to distribute everything. We have another granary. Oops. I do that a few times. I've accidentally clicked this up here. Wonder if maybe that would be better down here in the future. So unfortunately, we're having a lot of stocks damaged by this crazy amount of rain. So we're going to have to... I think we're going to have to harvest as much as we can, as early as we can. And then we'll have to go through and untick all of those. But I think that's okay. I mean, we could look at a settler's camp over here, but I'm not going to go for that just yet. We have got our clay furnace, so we're making a whole bunch of roof tiles. We've got 155 roof tiles already. And how much clay do we have? Still loads of clay. So once we get the ale situation sorted here, we're going to be good. And we can look at upgrading our wooden church. So we need a bit more stone. I actually haven't got any stone from this region yet. So maybe a stone camp is in order. And let's build a nice winding path down. Good to have these cross paths as well. I know this might feel like wasted space, but it really does help. Otherwise they take really inefficient routes. So we can get that stone. What was the other requirement? Planks. Not loads of planks. So once our farming is in a good stead. Okay, what is going on here? I mean, I guess they're getting these just ready. But this is 100% plowed, so just leave that. I'll wait until that's plowed. So I'm guessing they're just plowing it and getting it ready for the following season. And then leaving it. I hope that's the case at least, anyway. Rural tax increased. Shocker to absolutely nobody. And our happiness is okay. And if people are somewhat happy, then they can get taxed. Food variety isn't the best, but we will be changing that soonish. And got a lot of level 1s here. Timber. How much timber do we need for this? Only 5. We do need a few planks. So we can get someone on that. Actually, what was this? We want to upgrade these level 1s as well. Okay, so what needs to be built, supposedly? Oh, these houses, okay, and we don't have anyone currently available to assign. Got one person on that storehouse all the way out there. Nobody on that logging camp. Okay. Gonna need someone on that malt house at some point. Okay, let's just see this part. So we're in October now. They should be preparing the fields that we prepared with selection. So we've got a couple over here. We've got, I think we should have that as high. That should high, very high, or highest. What else did we decide? This one, flax. That's high. And then we want, I think both the barley ones should be the highest. Yeah, I'll just leave those guys to do their thing. And we do need to unassign some people, so I think I'm getting loads of benefit from these apiaries right now. Can't unassign them?
Come one, come all. Feast your eye.
Yeah, I'll just leave that as it is. I mean, happiness isn't great. But we need someone on the malt house as well. Wonder if this is a bit overkill, the number of people that we have on... We currently have on the granaries. They have market stalls, though. They've got quite a lot of flour. And I'm going to continue to have a lot of flour as well. And we're going to want someone to produce or turn all of this linen. All of this. Oh, complete mind blank. All of this flax into linen. So we've got 230 flax. Jeez Louise. Okay. So the weaver's workshop changes flax into linen. We've got 3 people working that right now. I don't know where everyone is, really. I guess we've just got so many on this farm. I'll leave that for now. I think these guys would... I've already upgraded this church. So that's okay. We fly on over here. We'll slowly get these requirements. We're building a stonecutter camp over here. So we can get enough stone to upgrade our church. And once that saw pit is up and running, I'm sure we'll get some extra planks in no time. So just a little bit of multitasking, which I think is good. A little bit of micromanagement. So these fields are now being... So that's somewhat sown, that field. So our barley is already done and ready. Flax is being sown, rye and rye. And this other barley field. So I think we're doing pretty well there. There's quite a lot of people to assign for that, so I think that's okay. And a windmill's doing a good job. I'm going to take one person off and then get them on the communal oven so we can get the food getting processed. We're doing pretty well for food here now, so definitely a lot better than it was before. Fuel is seriously lacking here, so I'm going to have to pump out more people in this woodcutter's lodge. We don't have loads of wood either. Where is everyone? So food, we have a significant amount of food. So we can definitely get another person on there and another person on the woodcutter's lodge. That should solve that problem. And can take one off the hunting camp, definitely. And also put them on... Maybe on the logging camp. So that we've got enough on there already. The mining pit is also doing really, really well. We've got 388 iron. I mean, one interesting thing that we could just do is simply swap instead of receiving sidearms, we could receive iron ore. That could be a good option, and then we can just make it ourselves. So we're seriously lacking in the spears department. So I'm going to go for spears. And then we can get Nuslur producing spears instead. So they need planks as well. Good to keep in mind. And let's give them an ox to work on that. Will really help with their output. So, yeah, they're doing good for food, but fuel is a bit worrisome, especially as we're now going into winter. But I think it's going to be sustainable. I think we've just used a lot of resources. So, I think this farming season, I think actually, where's barley going to be our highest? We've got one wheat there. I think that needs to be barley. And I think we need a couple of families working on that. Maybe, yeah, we need that distribution really at the moment. I think since we're doing so well for this, I'm going to take some people off and get those on the farmland. And let's have a look how we're doing over here. So we have no free oxen. Maybe we can free up an oxen from here. So we've got that field sown, that field sown, that one as well. We're doing very well on the farming front. We've thrown everyone at that basically. So I'm quite pleased with that. And I think we can start looking at... Got loads of roof tiles. 178, woof. Okay, we need some families here. I think we're okay to leave that as it is. I mean, forager hut, we don't need anyone working that because there's nothing to work. I'm still over the moon that we've captured these new territories. I think this is going to be a really good one. It helps strengthen this area generally, some nice open space, and really good to have that rich clay deposit. I'm hoping that once we can unlock barley for this area, that it's really going to help with meeting this ale requirement, and we can get this church upgraded pretty soon. So we just need some stone. So that is, let's get that as the highest priority for that family. And let's take someone off the forester's hut, and then we can get that built hopefully a little bit sooner. And this forager's hut, I mean, there's no berries right now, so I don't think that's worth it at all. And Probably worth another person on the communal oven, I think. And on the windmill. Gonna have loads of resources here, hopefully. We have 242 grain. I imagine that's in our granary. Yep, big portion in our granary. So let's get those guys producing as much as possible on the food side. And that can really, really catch up. In terms of our logging camp, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well there. And we're also producing some planks. We've got enough planks now for the church requirement. So I think I'll just turn that off for a moment. This woodcutter's lodge, we're doing pretty well for fuel. So I think I'll take one guy off. Whoops, one guy off there. And that should free up some guys. Once this is built, I can send some people over there. I think it would be good to have a... I don't have any shoes or anything like that. I think it would be good to... Or like a tailor's. Yeah, let's get these buildings upgraded as well. Maybe that would be a nice little orchard there. We've got the money for it, so let's go for it. Yeah, there's really not a lot of iron there. I thought for a moment that our wild animals camp came back. So that could cause migration. So unfortunately, they've just migrated off the map, it seems. So we have lost a food source in this area, which really sucks. How are we doing on the farming, guys? We have got 2 fields sown there. Let's take these early harvest ticks off. Yeah, 15% for early harvest. I'd love to be able to set that ratio and just say, look, if it hits 80% for this field, then just harvest it. But these guys are doing well. They're working hard. I think that's definitely... I don't really feel like there's enough impact from those guys at the moment. How much... Oh, we've got a good bit of flour. Got insane amounts of bread. And we're currently importing spears, if they're making them. So we're definitely not struggling on the mining side. And we do have one person working the bloomery. That's not an issue at all. I think maybe another person would be good because we're quite a bit ahead. So let's get those working a bit faster. But this blacksmith is going to need additional planks. We do have quite a good amount of planks right now. So that's in a good spot. And that's getting sown, so it's not too late, just before winter. I'm hoping. I kind of don't want anyone on this field. I want them to finish that first. And then do that at the very end. That's sort of like a bonus, really. And how are we doing actually for barley? Because that was one of our goals, was to make sure that we have... We've got 200 barley, which is awesome. So we'll stick someone on our malt house. Lack of entertainment is still a significant problem here. Yeah, I think what they want from me. I mean, tavern is the only thing that provides internet. Maybe I need a second tavern. Maybe one a little bit closer to the city centre. Who wants to walk miles to the pub anyway? Right, fine. Okay, fine. Second pub. Incoming. And how are we doing for roof tiles, actually? Because we're importing those. So we've got 25. And, well, this tailor's shop at the moment is disabled.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
We've got loads of linen, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is make
Come
gambesons.
one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Yarns and dyes.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
So many.
Keep your heart warm.
Can we take people off this apiary yet? No, I think that's bugged. I really think that's bugged. Tannery. Yeah, we're okay there. Got many apples? Really, I guess not enough apples for this. Supply is pretty good. I mean, do they have no supply? Maybe we need to set up like an additional market here. Just across the road.
Get your linen here.
Doesn't seem very big. Okay, that seems definitely big enough. And we can upgrade these family areas. And yeah, I think we just need some more families. So now winter's settled in. We can chill out here. And I think we got pretty much all the farms we wanted. So we've got 2 barley fields down there. We have got a few wheat. We've got barley up there as well. Although that actually hasn't been sown. So we'll do that next season. We'll do that as wheat. That has been in progress. I mean, it's definitely enough to sustain us. So I'm quite happy with that. That's flax, and that will be flax next season. So yeah, that should be enough. Get this malt house going. Got 14 food here. Cell bits we haven't really touched yet. Waldbrand. It's getting there. It's slowly getting there. We need this stone. So we'll send some people over there. I think maybe a second storehouse over here might be good, just on this corner. Yeah. But these houses should really take priority. And Hofstetten we haven't touched either. Always panics me when you just see a 0. So fuel. Let's not bother with the saw pit. I think logging camp. Let's just move that again. Let's move that over in this region. And we can leave that forester's hut working there. So food is definitely not the issue. But we do need this woodcutter's lodge to be cranking it out. And I think we've got everything nicely done over here as well. So we've got some barley there. We only do one field? Guess that's enough for now. So yeah, I think we're doing well for resources here. I wouldn't mind trading, doing a bit more trading. Barley, how are we doing on barley? We haven't had a chance yet, but I'm not sure if I'm really getting enough anywhere to export it. So let's maybe build a pack station. Let's just build it here. We can start trading some stuff out as well. We've got 6 families, so we could assign some more. Market coverage. Fuel isn't great, but I think that's just because generally we don't have... I think we might need another woodcutter's lodge. I think maybe if we build another, that would be quite useful. But that just needs wood. So I guess near a storehouse would be generally quite good. Loads of firewood in there though. I think just on this road is fine. Pop it there. And how are we getting on over here with... So that clay is completely gone now. We've got stone cutters. And we have enough stone. So we only have 1 free family at the moment. But given that our farming is kind of done, I think let's upgrade this church. And good, we finished this second tavern. How are we doing for ale? We only have 1 ale available. So let's... How much malt do we have? Not loads. But I guess they're not super happy if there's no beer in there anyway. But that's the main complaint here, or has been. But generally pretty good in terms of food, or at least sufficient for now. Really want to get as many of these 2s leveled up as we can. So it's 4. Roof tiles per 1. So we can do about 6 there. I think that should actually be our priority. And we're now missing that requirement. Do a little veggie garden for me. So very, very neutral 50%. And where is best barley for me? Because that is the struggle at the moment. Okay. So I think let's go all out here next season on barley. We'll build out a couple of fields just down here. I think maybe just for a bit of future proofing, maybe we can look at good windmill location. 99% efficiency there, 99% up there. That's really low, and I'll pause that. 0.4 Morgan? That's not really a lot, is it? Not 0.5 Morgan. Yeah, so we should get some good 82% on barley. 99% barley there. Wow. And there. So definitely next season is going to be all on barley. Especially if we're doing okay for food. I think we can really focus on barley. And we've got a couple of rye. So I think we'll make these two fields the highest priority. I think field priority is something I haven't really been doing very well. It does really dictate what they do, though. So I think we're in a pretty good stead. We have 5 regions. We've only got 3 more to take out, and then we have defeated Hildebolt. Currently, we've got 3 regions that we're really progressing in. Once we get our ale situation fixed here, we can start upgrading those. We have the church that's almost being built. Well, it's starting to be built here. So going to see some good progress in Valbrand. This really popped off compared to Nuslor. Nuslor has been pretty slow, especially with just, you know, focus on the mining pit, pumping out as many spears and pole arms and things as we can. But generally, I think it's a really good region. And that is paused at the moment, actually. Oh, no, it's not. I'll focus on helmets. Yeah, maybe we... Oh, yeah, so they have second Woodcutter's Lodge. I mean, one thing I haven't really built is castle walls and things like that. They're very expensive, very, very expensive. And I don't think they actually help with sort of, you know, does it give happiness in terms of security or anything like that? I don't think it does. So I haven't really bothered with that so far. So really smashing out this stone at the moment. We don't need loads of it, so just need a few level 3 burgage plots as well. So it's mostly planks now that's holding us back for getting all of these level 3s. And we're sort of doing okay with the timber. I think we can free up some... maybe we just make an extra logging camp further over here and ramp up that production. Or maybe we just do it somewhere a bit further out. We're going to build a storehouse there. And yeah, let's build a logging camp actually in the weeds a little bit. There we go. So I think that is a good place to finish this episode. We're deep in winter. We've got really nice farming underway. We've taken 2 regions in the last 2 episodes, so we're really on a roll. I think we'll be looking at taking one of these regions next. Yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. We're over 20 episodes in now, so really enjoying this. And thank you so much for watching. Sorry, this one's ran on a little bit longer than usual again, but you know, when you get into it, you just can't stop playing. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.